Hello, welcome to this week's beginner's class. So we're going to start on the hands and knees. We're going to warm up the back and the spine first. Then we're going to come onto our back and we're going to progress through a few exercises working on the core. We're going to try and do a little bit more for the next 4 weeks on the back muscles. And we're going to try and build in a little bit of hamstring work we've done before as well with our feet on the ball. So we're going to challenge it a little more. So we're going to work our posterior chain, down the back, into the glutes, into the hamstrings a little bit more than usual. So we'll come onto the hands and knees. We're going to work the pelvic floor as well. So you're going to need your cushion or your circle if you have it. So, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, tuck the elbows in, and we're just going to warm the spine up. We're going to drop the ribs down to the mat, lifting the head up, and then drop the head down, ribs to the ceiling, drop the ribs back down, lift the head up, drop the head down, ribs to the ceiling again, drop the chest, lift the head, and one last one, drop the head down, ribs to the ceiling, push the hands away from the body, and then flatten the back. So you're looking down between the fingertips. We're just going to work a little bit of control for the shoulder blades now. So what I want you to do is to drop your chest down towards the mat. So you squeeze the shoulder blades back behind your body, but keep the elbows straight and locked out. Then you're going to push the hands away from your body, push the chest up to the ceiling, and then drop the chest back down. So nothing else moves. The elbows stay where they are, the hands stay where they are. All you're doing is dropping your chest down, and then pushing your chest to the ceiling. Rounding the shoulder blades, and then squeezing the shoulder blades together behind your body. Keep the elbows locked out as you squeeze them behind your body. Push the chest, or push the hands into the mat, pushing the chest up towards the ceiling. Drop the chest back down. One last one. Push the hands away from the body. Good. And then come back down. Halfway. Perfect. Pick the left foot up. Twist the left foot out to the side. Look around your left arm. Left foot back in. Right foot up and out to the side. And back in. Left foot up and out to the side, and back in. Right foot up and out, back in. Left foot up and out, back in. One last one, up and out to the side, and then back in. Perfect. We're going to turn over onto our back now. So, rest the head onto your head block, knees bent, feet on the mat, and we're going to grab our circle. So, circle between the thighs or a cushion at home, whichever one you have. So circle between the thighs, hands resting by the side. You can put the hands onto the pelvis if you want to feel the movement. Squeeze the back into the mat, squeeze and relax. So imprinting, pull the rib cage down, and then squeeze and relax the thighs nice and gently. 4 nice smooth movements. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one last one, 10. And hold, left leg out, and in, right leg out, back in, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left, and right, left, and right, left, right, left, right, one last one, it'll drive you crazy just to be saying left and right, perfect, and then back in. And relax the legs. So all we're doing is some nice smooth movements there. The next one we're going to do, we're going to hold the circle in the hands. Hands up, reach up towards the ceiling or your cushion. Gently squeeze the circle, keeping the elbows straight, and point the point of the elbows down towards your toes. So you're twisting those elbows together towards each other. Imprint the spine. Legs to tabletop. Gentle squeeze in the circle or the cushion. And we're going to tap the right foot off the mat. Back up, tap the left foot. Back up. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Legs back to tabletop. Bring the feet down one at a time, and then rest the circle. Good. So we're just getting the shoulder muscles working a little bit harder, creating some stability. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to do exactly what we did lying on the mat. Hold the circle in your hands, gently squeeze, reach the fingers to the ceiling, and then drop the shoulder blades back down. Now again, keep the elbows locked out. Push the fingertips to the ceiling, and drop back down. 2, 3. So they only move about 5 centimeters forward and back, but what I want you to do is keep the elbows locked out, keep twisting the point of the elbow, so it looks down towards the toes. Good. Keep the thighs parallel to each other and imprint the spine. Good. So getting that movement in the shoulders. 2 more. And the last one. And back down. Perfect. Imprint the spine. Legs to tabletop for the next one. Circle between the thighs. Legs are in tabletop. You're going to squeeze and relax. 1, 2, 3. Remember for this, we keep the shins parallel all the time. So knees and feet are always the same distance apart from each other. Good. Focus on the imprint. Relax the shoulders. Keep the chin tucked in, but rest the head down onto the mat. 2 more. And one last one. Grab the circle and bring the feet down. Great. Next one, we're in the same position. We're going to drop one leg out to the side and then back in. So imprint again. Rib cage comes down. Legs to tabletop. Circle between the thighs. Squeeze the circle. Left leg out and in. Right leg out. Back in. So as the knee drops out, remember it doesn't leave the foot behind us. Shins stay parallel to each other. Relax the arms by the side. Drop the shoulders back into the mat. Good. Keep the spine imprinted. Nice smooth breaths in and out. One more on each side. And the last one on the right. Grab the circle and bring the feet down. Perfect. Next one, we're going to come into a bridge. So we're going to hold the circle in the hands again. Gentle squeeze. Tuck the elbows in. Imprint the spine. Lift. And lower back down. Good. Imprint and lift. And lower back down. So I know this one doesn't seem too hard holding the circle and gently squeezing it. But we're building on this for an exercise, a couple of exercises away. We're going to do our straight leg bridges, where if you have a ball, you're going to put the feet up on the ball, or you can just pop your feet up on a couch or a chair that's near you, or even on the end of the bed, and we lift the hips up to get more hamstring work. But to make it a little bit harder, especially if you're on the ball, you're going to have your hands reaching up towards the ceiling. So a lot more balance is needed. So we're going to see if I can do it now today. I haven't practiced this one yet. Good, I shouldn't do it for the first time in front of the camera. And then lower back down and rest down. Perfect. Next one, circle between the thighs. And then after that we're going to do the bridges, straight leg bridges. So circle between the thighs. Squeeze the circle nice and tight. Rest the arms, head and chest down. Extend the right leg, toes pointing to the ceiling. Slide the right foot to the side. Back in. 1, 2, 3. As your right foot goes out, the toes stay pointing straight up. 4. So you have to feel like you lead your movement out of the heel. 5, 6, 7. So you internally rotate your thigh just a little bit. 8, 9. One last one. 10. And bend the right knee. So when you slide the foot out, push out with the heel first. Don't push out with the toes. So we're going to do the same on the left side. And remember, imprint your spine. Focus on your core with this, because there's a lot of twisting and turning going on. So we want to imprint the spine, brace the core, slide the left leg out, and back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one last one, 10, and back in. Bend the knees and rest the feet down. So, I'll just grab my ball. You're going to rearrange, move yourself around, so you can put your feet up on the edge of a couch, on the edge of a chair, or on a big gym ball if you have it. The moment of truth comes for me. Hold the circle or the cushion in your hands, imprint the spine, and we're going to lift the hips up and lower back down. 1, 2, good, nice smooth movements. 3, drop the shoulders into the mat. 4, relax the upper body as much as you can. 5, apart from the gentle squeeze of the circle and twisting the elbows down towards the toes. 7, squeeze the abs as you do this. 8, we're trying to pull up from the pelvis. 9, not arch the back, so we want to imprint and lift up. 10, and then back down. Good. Rest the circle down to the side for now. what we're going to do is hands by the side, we're going to lift the hips up, push the hips up to the ceiling. We're going to try and lift one leg up off the couch, the ball, or the chair, or the bed, whatever you're using. Good. Just a small couple of inches, 5 each side. Good. One last one. And then back down. And rest the hips down. So just start to introduce a little bit of one leg work for the hamstrings. Perfect. If you have your gym ball, leave it back down to the side, out of the way. And we're going to use the circle for one last set of exercises. So resting the head on the mat, imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, circle between the thighs, shins are parallel to each other, and squeeze and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4. Focus the imprint. 5. Relax the arms. 6, 7. Smooth movements. 9. One more. 10. Straighten the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, smooth movement. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Bend the knees. Grab the circle. Leave it down to the side. And we'll forget about it. Good. Next, we're going to do a little bit of work for the abs. We're going to swing back to the abs for a bit. Then we're going to turn over. We're going to work on the back muscles a little bit more. So, next one, we're going to do a set of hundreds. Hands by the side. Bring the knees and feet in. About 5 centimetres or so from each other. 5 to 7 centimetres. Hands by the side. Reach the hands to the bottom of the mat. Tuck the chin in. Roll the head and shoulders up. And beat the hands. 2, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 4, 5. In. 2, 5. Out. 2, 4, 5. Keep the knees in. Don't let them drop out to the side. We're focused on the core. We're focused on the shoulders and the arms. We tend to forget about the legs, so make sure you don't start dropping out. Keep them in nice and close to each other. They don't have to be welded together. They don't have to be touching, but keep them parallel to each other. Drop the shoulder blades back. Imagine being lifted from the chest itself. Good. One more breath in. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And rest the head back down. Perfect. So, building a little bit of upper ab work. We're going to swing to lower abs for a second. We're going to alternate back and forward. Hands by the side. Imprint the spine. Legs to tabletop. Straighten the legs to the ceiling. Small little flutter kicks. Back and forward. 4, 5, 6, 7. Focus on the imprint. Remember, tension away from the shoulder. So just let the shoulder sink into the mat. And bend the knees. And bring the feet down. Good. Next one. Straighten the legs out onto the mat. We're going to do some roll-ups. Hands back behind the head. We're going to fling the arms forward. Chin to the chest. And roll up into sitting. Pinch the shoulder blades to the top. Chest comes forward. And come back down. Good. Arms forward, chin to the chest, rolling up. As you come up, a lot of people want to keep rolling forward. Don't do that. Stick the chest forward at the end. So what I want to do is we have to curl our spine for certain parts of the movement, but what I want to do, once we come out to those points where we have to curl it, we start to straighten ourselves up and bring ourselves into a good posture again. Good. Nice and controlled on the way down. 4. Up nice and tall. And controlled on the way down. 5. And back down. We're halfway there. 6. I have a feeling we're over halfway there, but I'm counting from 6 now. 7. I think I miscounted 1 or 2. Keep the shoulder blades pinched together all the time. Good. Last 2. And back down. Up nice and tall, chest is forward. Back down. And then the final one, reaching up, chest comes up nice and tall at the end. And then control down onto the mat. And then rest back down. Perfect. So we'll come back to lower abs again. Going to imprint the spine, hands by the side, legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling, lower and lift the heels. 1, 2, 3. Focus on the imprint. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one last one, 10. Bend the knees and bring the feet down. Great. Next what we're going to do, we're going to do some rolls. So imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, hands behind the head, roll up onto the hips, chest is forward and back down. 1, 2, keep the shins and thighs parallel. 3, so they don't have to be touching. 4, but just make sure the knees don't drop out to the side. 5, good, chest comes forward at the end. 6, keep the heels off the mat. 7, 8, as you push the chest forward, make sure the knees don't drop out. 9, keep the shoulder blades together. One last one. 10. Perfect. And bring your feet down onto the mat. We're going to have a little rest. We're going to turn over onto our stomachs now. So rest the head down. Hands onto the head onto the back of the hands. So imprint your spine, flatten out your back. So pull the rib cage down towards the pelvis and push the pelvis into the mat by squeezing the glutes and squeezing your abs. We're going to lift the arms, head and chest up off the mat and then lower back down. Going to head back out of the way. So we're going to lift and lower down. Good. Keep the back as flat as you can and lower. So every time you lower down, reset the abs by squeezing the abs, pull the rib cage down, lift and lower. Good. And lift and lower down softly. Lift and lower down. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the glutes. Lift, pinch the shoulder blades back and lower back down. Good. So we're trying to isolate the movements, come from the thoracic spine to straighten and lift the body up. And we're trying to keep the core as flat as we can. There'll be a little bit of an arch in it. We want to try and keep it as flat as we can. This time we're going to move the legs. So we're going to squeeze the abs again. We're going to lift the left thigh up and lower. Lift the right thigh and lower. Left and lower and the right. So the foot will lift about 10 centimeters off the mat. The knee will only come up maybe a couple of centimeters. So squeeze the abs the whole time. Pull the rib cage down towards the pelvis and push the pelvis into the mat. Flattening out your back. So you think about you're imprinting the spine up towards the ceiling. Small little lifts of the legs. Good. One last one. Lift. Good. And lower the legs back down. Perfect. Next time we're going to try the 2 legs. So squeeze the abs together. We're going to lift the 2 thighs up and lower. So this is a smaller lift. We're focusing on squeezing the abs, keeping the back flat and getting extension through the thighs. Good. 4, 5, relax the shoulders. 6, for a second doesn't fall on you. 7, 8, 9, small little lift. 10, and we're aiming to keep that back as flat as we can all the time. Don't let it arch, you want to keep it flat and the hips tucked under. Perfect. Next we're going to do hands by the side, hands facing down. We're going to lift the hands up off the mat, pinch the shoulder blades together and lift the chest and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades, thumbs out and up to the ceiling. 8, 9. One last one. Keep the chin tucked in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the chest up, twisting the thumbs out and up, and lower back down. Perfect. Turn over onto our back again, and we're going to sit up this time. So we're going to move slightly away from the wall here. Good. So next what we're going to do, hands either side of the mat. We're going to pinch the shoulder blades together. So heels are on the mat, hips are on the mat, hands are on the mat. So hands either side, Don't let the shoulders come forward. Pinch the shoulder blades back, and then have the point of the elbow twist instead of pointing towards each other. Imagine if the point of your elbow are eyes, and they're cross-eyed. They're crossing over, looking towards the opposite side of the room. So pinch the chest, pinch the shoulder blades, stick the chest forward. We're going to straighten the right leg and bend. Straighten the left leg and bend. Right and left. 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. And the focus is on squeezing the shoulder blades. 9. And then resting. And then relax. So let the shoulders come forward. For these exercises, we're working the hip flexors, but I want the focus on the back. So think about really twisting those elbows towards each other and pinching the shoulder blades. So again, chest is forward, pinch the shoulder blades, twist the elbows towards each other, straighten the right leg, lower it halfway, slide the right foot to the side and back in. Remember, the heel leads the movement. The toes stay pointing to the ceiling. 3, 4, 5, 6, pinch the shoulder blades. 7, chest is forward. 8, heel leads that movement in and out. 9, so the toes always point straight up. 10, and then back in. Good, we're going to do the same with the left leg now. Chest back, twist the elbows towards each other, straighten the left leg lower, slide the left foot out, and in. 1, the right knee stays still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10, and back in, and bend the knees. Perfect. Relax the shoulders now for a second. You can sit up if you want, take some pressure off them. Next, we're going to do little circles with our feet. We're going to do 5 in each direction. So sitting on that back again, hands either side, straighten the right leg, lower it halfway, chest comes forward, twist the elbows, small circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the opposite direction. 10, 9, I just realised I lied, I never changed halfway, so we're going to do 10 in each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the right knee. So we're going to do the same with the left leg, 10 in each direction. I never mentioned foot, forget about that. Shoulder blades together, twist the elbows towards each other, straighten the left leg, and 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice round circles. 5, 6, remember keep the toes pointing up. 7, 8, 9, 10, change directions. 10, 9, chest is forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, point the elbows toward each other. 3, 2, last one, and bend the left knee. Perfect. Last one in bow pose here. Pinch the shoulder blades together. We're going to straighten the 2 legs and bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep the shins and thighs parallel. 7, 8, chest is forward, shoulders are together. 9, and last one, 10, and bend the knees. Perfect. Come onto our side then. So we're going to do a little bit for the glutes. Again, trying to bring a little bit of emphasis to the back muscles. We're going to come up onto our elbow. So, nice straight line down. We're going to bend the 2 knees. Elbows below the shoulder but slightly closer to the hips. Hand onto the top hip. Right hand down onto the mat. Lift the hips and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, nice and high. Last one, 10, and hold for 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12. Chest is forward, shoulder blades together. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. Perfect. Next we're going to do, straighten the top leg down. We're going to come back up into that side plank. So right hand is resting on the mat. A nice straight line from the shoulders to the knees. Pinch the shoulder blades together, chest is forward. Lift the hips up and lift and lower the top leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If the shoulder's hurting you, just lie down flat. 8, 9, 10. Rest and rest down. Perfect. Flip over onto the other side now. So, same again. Bend the two knees. Knees, hips, shoulders in a nice straight line. Elbow below the shoulder, but slightly angled towards the hips. Top hand onto the hip, bottom hand on the mat. Lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you pull up by the hips. 6, 7. Keep the shoulder blades together. 8, 9. One last one. 10 and hold for 15 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 9. Hips nice and high, shoulders together, chest is forward. 3, 2, and 1. And rest back down. Perfect. Last one. Straighten the top leg down to the bottom of the mat. We're going to lift the hips up again, and then we're going to stretch after this. So hips up nice and high. Pinch the shoulder blades, chest is forward. Push the pelvis forward and imprint the spine, and lift and lower top leg. 1, 2. Toes point straight forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Rest the legs, rest the hips down, and we'll come up into sitting next. Perfect. So, up nice and tall. We've worked a lot on the back today, the posterior chain, mostly on the upper body, so working on the shoulders. We've done a little bit for the glutes, a little bit for the hamstrings as well, a little bit for the abs, but a huge emphasis has been on the shoulders. So, with your shoulders, it's like a tug of war going on. Big, thick muscles in the chest and the neck here. Pull the shoulder blade up and forward. We've worked all the ones to pull the shoulder blade back and down. But what I want to do is loosen up these muscles now. So bring the left ear to the left shoulder, left hand over the top of the head, relax the right side down and sit up nice and tall. You can stand up if you want. And just drop the left shoulder down. Use the left hand to guide the left ear towards the left shoulder. Good, a nice gentle stretch to the right side. Pushing the chest forward, pulling the shoulder blade back and down. Perfect. And then switch sides. Left hand down. Right ear to right shoulder, right hand over the top of the head, relax the right shoulder blade, pull the left one back and down as you stick the chest forward, and use the right hand to guide the right ear towards the right shoulder. Perfect. Back towards the middle. Nose towards the left armpit. Left hand over the top of the head. Same thing, relax the shoulders. This time it's on a slight angle. We're getting the leverage of the scapula muscle. This is a small muscle underneath the upper traps, but it's really important. It carries loads of tension and stress in that muscle. It's the one to wrap the shoulder blades up and around. So drop the shoulder blades back, chest nice and tall, and then nose being pulled down towards the side. Good, and you can turn the head very slightly from left to right, and you feel more or less of a stretch. And just find the position where you feel the most stretching, and just hold that position. Perfect, and then over to the right side. Right hand over top of the head, relax the left shoulder down, relax the right one as well. And again, very slightly, keep the nose looking down, but just rotate the head 10 degrees left or right, and just find where you get the most stretch. Up nice and tall, shoulder blades relaxed, and you find you get more of a stretch. And just hold in that position, loosening out the shoulder muscles. 2, 1. And come back to the middle. So we've loosened out the shoulders there, allowing the shoulder blades to drop back. We've worked loads of muscles at the hole in there, and that'll help with the upper body posture. We're going to be working this out for the next few weeks. So I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.